Right, here we go. So today is December the 16th, and I'm just moving things around a bit. We're going to have the bright light over here back on because I like it that way, and I've changed the white balance setting yet again. So hopefully that looks a bit better, like not too blue, not too yellowy orange. So anyway, let's go. So I watched last night's video and I spoke very quickly, was very excited, had to get through it fast. So I'm going to try and slow it down and take time and just, enjoy the moment. Savor the flavor. What's this? Some company has a motto. It's savor. What is it? It's a terrible one. Anyway, I'll think of it tomorrow and I'll criticize it then. But anyway, today is the 16th. 16 is one of my favourite numbers because it's 2 to the power of 4, which is quite cool. I don't actually know where 16 is. I'm looking around here and I can't. There it is. Over by the planet, but yeah, I've forgotten what it's called. I could actually I've got the Force Awakens DVD just over there. I should go get it. And then we can remember. I don't know. We're not going to watch the whole thing now. But let's open this up. Obviously, we've gone through this. It's not a minifigure. It's not a minifigure. It could be Kylo Ren's ship. I think we're going to have a few days of Christmas-themed utensils. So, and I don't think whatever is in this one today is not on the front cover. That's my prediction. So my prediction is whatever it is, it's not on the front cover. It's looking a little bit, that looks like a bat symbol from here, this reflection thing, which I can't see. It's all set up really nicely, this desk, I think, lighting wise, for things that aren't reflective. But anyway, let's just deal with what we've got and go through this. We're going to use the Sharpie today. I'm not entirely sure it's a real Sharpie. It's shiny. I don't think it even says Sharpie. Just looks like one. No, it's just a shiny. That explains why it doesn't work very well. Okay, let's go. So you can see, definitely sticking with the theme of finding new and creative ways of opening. This is not a very creative way of opening this. People are saying, you can't just go through and use a different kind of pen every single day. That's not being creative. That's just being boring. So tomorrow I won't use a pen. I've got this one here. I won't use this one here. I won't use this multicolored pen because that will be cheating. Maybe I'll use this stapler with this apple sticker and little red eyes. This is a very strange stapler if you think about it. Look at that for a stapler. Okay. Alright, you can obviously see why I had to buy this thing. Look at this, seriously. These are just going straight out the door at the shop. Trying to speak more clearly. Yes, I know I mumble and I don't say everything quite right. Which is sad. Oh, it's Kylo Ren's ship. So got the whole thing wrong today. Such a good run yesterday when I was spot on. Well, I thought I was spot on. But today, it's obviously not my day because it is on the front cover, hidden away. And we'll zoom in a bit just so you know what's happening. It's definitely Kylo Ren's shuttle. Well, I assume so. It is. It's the one that he flies around in the weekends. It's this weekend shuttle. So it looks like a fun build. So what exciting thing do we really need to do? A retro thing. We're going to run out of retro computer things to use every day. I'm going to use my copy. I'm going to zoom back out again. It's huge. Of the Shoot 'em Up construction kit. That's not going to come out sounding good. Which is something I was quite fond of as a kid. It's a way of making computer games of a certain kind, and they used to come, this is the Commodore 64 version on a floppy disk, but this is the Amiga version on also a floppy disk, which is a very similar thing. You can open the door like that and you can see the disk on the inside. These ones you just take it out and the thing's exposed. So we're going to use one of these things. My precious copy of Shoot 'em Up construction kit, which undoubtedly doesn't actually work anymore because mold and dirt eat away on the materials and they're very hard to keep clean, but you never know, it might. On my other channel, when it gets started, and I keep meaning to do the other video at the same time, but it looks like at the moment I'm only going to be able to handle doing one video a night. But when I do, one day there's going to be a video about a really terribly hacky way of reading the data of these kind of discs and how you clean these things. There are better ways of cleaning them. Okay, let's go. So there's the picture. We're going to cover up the holes. That's the whole point of this thing. And we're going to put these here. And we're going to go with building it. Let's just arrange some of the pieces out first to the side. We can probably zoom in just a little bit. Alright, so there we go. There's two pieces on the side. Those are the wings, obviously. Which is good. Maybe, like, sometimes you have to wonder, why do they even need wings? When obviously they seem to fly some other strange, like the aerodynamics in the Star Wars universe are slightly suspicious. This all looks like it's anti-grav stuff half the time, but it does look cooler. Like, you can't just go flying around in a box all the time. Okay, there's that bit. I thought this was going to go that way. Oh, okay, it goes. Okay, here we go. The black bit goes this way. That bit goes there. It's getting warm and muggy in Auckland at the moment. Not so good. I think I managed to avoid getting sunburnt today, which is good. And there. There's no funny jokes so far in this episode. But we can't have. This is going to be the sensible, taking it slow, just getting through it. I'm concerned that there's a piece that I haven't got because I can't see how this works. Alright, we're going to just come back to the wings. We'll just do this. Hold on. Confusing. Alright. This is a good one. It's fun. But I am... Ooh, okay, these things. So this is going to come into play. That's just going to go there. And then that's going to go there. And then... Oh, you're not getting this on the camera. I have to zoom back out. This bit goes there. That's quite cool. So, ooh, except that's not very... Oh, it doesn't have to be. Okay. I was going to say, it doesn't flex the way that I thought it was going to flex, but it doesn't have to flex that way. Okay. And then that bit goes there. And then that can... You're still not being able to see this. I'm too focused on the Lego. What's wrong? What's wrong with me? Does that look right? It does look right. Okay. It's one of those days. It's a sleepy Saturday day. I went to a retro thingy. What would you call it? Marketplace. When they had lots of things from the 80s and 90s, including these Beastmaster toys, which I keep thinking about buying a couple of. They're quite hard to get. I think they're called Beastmasters. They're little animal, like, warrior things that they had in like the 80s. But the person who sells them, they're quite expensive, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay that much. And I've still got my ones from when I was a kid. They're just packaged away somewhere. Alright. But I have a fond memory for them. Okay. Alright. There you go. Okay, but I did get something which I will show you. So the thing that I'm confused about, and I think I've just worked out the answer, is what is this thing attached to? So you can see that this bit goes here somehow, but there's no little claw bit. It's very hard to get this on the camera. It's like photographing black cats. It's just like he's just got a shadow in his hand. It's like, this is my shadow. Look, it's a shadow. It just goes quickly past the camera. What was that? There's something out there on the moors. Alright, so I think it's these things here. We're going to get a lot. There's a lot of gardening going to come out of this because there's a lot of hose pieces or fancy guns, however you look at it. It's a hose. Alright, that can go there. There's another triangle that I haven't got. No, I've got that triangle and I haven't got the triangle on the front, but we will leave the triangle on the front until the very last minute, just when they least expect it. And that can go there. I think that looks right. And so there are then only one piece left to put. And I'm going to make a comment about this. Maybe I've got a bonus piece for no reason at all. Well, we're finished. There we go. That's the finished model, and it's quite cool looking. Somehow this also makes me feel like, think of Battlestar Galactica. You can kind of see it like it's a little bit like a Cylon Raider if it just came out that way. And it just sort of, the whole front looks a little bit like a Cylon, old school Cylon, with a little head thing, but not really. Oh my goodness, where did I put it? Is it near me? Is it near me? Okay, I actually got a Battlestar Galactica comic today from the very thing I was talking about, the retro marketplace. Alright, so that's that thing. So the thing I was going to make a comment about is our old friend, becoming our old friend, the hose pipe end thing, or whatever it is meant to be, the thing, is that this set has two of them in them, which you only seem to need one. And I don't think in any other set, because we've had this one before, like, you know, this guy over here is like using it to scratch his chin. Oh my goodness. That's dangerous. It could go off at any minute. These stormtroopers. Sorry, turn it around that way. But this set, that whatever one that this came in, I'm pretty sure there was only one. There was no spare of this, so I feel like they must have accidentally given me an extra one, and I think that's some kind of sign that we're just going to have to make something entirely out of these things at the very end, which will be a bit of a struggle. So, but now we've got a few extra spare pieces. So we've got those three today. There's two triangles, two cheese bits, but this one's not a moldy one. This one's a burnt one that's been sitting out in the sun too long, and that one's kind of transparent. That one's that's modern Art Deco house style one. Remember that conversation? I sure do. And so we'll just jump that in there and there, and then we'll finish there. But what I got also from take my precious little disc for a thing that I quite like. One, it's the inspiration, by the way, for our other programming project that I work on to help people make computer games. But anyway, we'll come back to that another day in another channel. What I was talking about is they had these random these sets here. I bought two of these, which is pretty exciting. I have a lot of these. I've got quite a few over the years. So they don't make Mixels anymore, but these are still in their bag, which is good. Neat. I don't think I don't know. They sold these very cheap at the warehouse. I've got some of these for 75 cents each, I'm pretty sure. And most of them I got for a couple of dollars. So they're pretty good when it comes to getting, you know, exciting small set pieces. And they have the cool eyes. So on Christmas Day, we'll open up one of these, and we'll take these things here, and we'll put giant googly eye things on them. Because as anybody knows, who knows me, my firm belief is in life, everything is better with googly eyes. Even if these aren't real googly eyes, because they don't Google, they're just eyes. But they look like they could be googly eyes. And you could probably make something if you put like something smart on the back to make it wobble around. They really should have official Lego googly eyes, but they don't. Which makes me think of also something else I got, which is like a sticker book. I'm going away from the camera. Hold on. Because I mentioned Pokemon, it's a sticker book, and it's full of stickers that you can use for Pokemon. and I got that very cheap from the opportunity shop, or thrift shop as you may. So that's bound to come in handy, and the only reason I mentioned that is because I was just thinking of, you know, printing money, googly eyes. What else did I say could print money? Lego Pokemon. So yeah, that's that. Let's just finish it there. Let's just have the really nice laid back. Didn't really say anything amazing. It was all just going through the sets. I should have done something, you know, angsty teenagery because it's Kylo. Yo, Kylo. I just wanted to say yo. The good thing about this is it does that kind of thing, right? I'm pretty sure it does that in the movie, and then it's like, ooh, not that far, and then he's going to come down, and then soon after this he's going to do that cool bit where he like stops the laser beam thing, not the laser beam, the whatever. What do they even call those things? I should know. Is there a specific type? Because the one that he's trying to stop is all like ziggy zaggy, and it's not like original Star Wars, not so ziggy zaggy. So I don't know what they are called. Laser blaster bullet things. Blastertrons. There's something moving in the room. But yes. So yeah, we'll finish it there. Wait. And there's a snowblower for them to land next to. That's falling apart. That didn't last long. Okay. Have a good evening, and I shall return.